So the new Thunderbolts trailer has finally dropped, and man, the most shocking part this time was the terror of the Void. The trailer clearly shows that the Void is getting out of control. The whole of New York is covered by a black smoke-like cloud, and people are literally vanishing. Now, what does this vanishing mean? There are two possibilities. One, that everyone coming into contact with the black smoke is dying, or two, that they're being teleported somewhere else. Personally, I prefer the second theory, because if the Void actually killed that many people, the rest of the MCU would never accept Sentry as a superhero. But if those people are just trapped in another dimension, there's a chance for them to return. That way, Sentry could rise as a savior figure by bringing them back. Now, speaking of the Thunderbolts team, to be honest, they're just not equipped to deal with a cosmic-level threat like the Void. Other than Ghost, no one really has actual powers. Most are either super soldiers or Red Room-trained assassins. That means brute force won't solve this fight. The real solution will lie in emotional arcs. And this is where a new angle begins. Bob, aka Sentry, slowly starts forming emotional connections with the Thunderbolts team, and that bond helps him control the Void within. So this won't just be action. It's going to be a psychological battle too, where Bob will be fighting the darkness inside himself. But amidst all this, there's something even more important that's hidden. When the Void causes people to disappear and Sentry brings them back, it's not just humans who return. Our Fantastic Four will come back with them. And I'm saying this based on a theory. Our theory is that the people disappearing are actually getting trapped in some unknown part of the negative zone. And when Sentry brings them all back, he accidentally brings the Fantastic Four to Earth as well. Their arrival would then kickstart the MCU's next big arc, Incursions, which will directly connect to Avengers: The Kang Dynasty. But before diving into that, let's ask the most obvious question. What is the source of Sentry's powers? In the comics, his origin has always been mysterious. An ordinary man who takes a serum and instantly becomes god-tier powerful. He's so strong that he can go toe-to-toe with heavy hitters like Thor and Hulk. In the trailer, we even hear Val clearly say that Bob is the most powerful character who could defeat the entire Avengers if they combined forces. Now, how can Val claim something like that? Let's explore that, because a human becoming this powerful without any cosmic link isn't so simple. And this is where my theory begins. I believe that when Bob took that serum, it didn't just unlock his physical abilities, but also accidentally opened a small cosmic rift. That rift connected to the negative zone, a dimension in Marvel where antimatter exists instead of matter, and where the basic rules of reality break down. This place is so hostile that even a scientist like Reed Richards has avoided exploring parts of it. In the negative zone, there are void-like regions where nothing can exist. No time, no space, no matter. And from this very place, a living entity, pure darkness, slipped through and chose Bob as its host. That means the Void isn't just a mental illness or alter ego. It's an alien cosmic parasite from the darkest corners of the negative zone. Its goal isn't destruction, but unmaking, pulling things back into the state where nothing exists. So when people vanish in the trailer, they're not technically dying, they're being unmade as if they never existed. And that perfectly matches the behavior of those regions in the negative zone, where physics itself fails. The reason Void's behavior is unstable is because he doesn't belong here. He's from a realm where only silence and decay exist, and all he wants is to return. That's why he's not destroying Earth. Instead, he's trying to pull everything into the negative zone along with him. And when Bob finally learns to control the Void within himself, it won't just be a story about stopping a supervillain. It'll be a moment of liberation for a cosmic parasite. A redemption arc where a broken god fights the darkness inside him to bring everyone back, including the Fantastic Four. Now you might ask, why do the Fantastic Four keep showing up in this story? Well, the options to defeat characters like these are extremely limited. The first time the Fantastic Four managed it, they needed a device called the Ultimate Nullifier, which they got with the help of the Watcher. But in the Fantastic Four First Step movie, we aren't likely to see a character like the Watcher. So, it's safe to assume they won't be able to use the Ultimate Nullifier this time. And no matter how smart Reed Richards is, he can't just build one from scratch. Now, in the trailer, we saw Mr. Fantastic trying to open a portal. It's possible he's trying to teleport Galactus somewhere else. But this is Galactus we're talking about, a being who can return to Earth in an instant from any corner of the universe, just like the Celestials. So what can Reed do to make Galactus leave Earth for good? The answer lies in the Earth's Mightiest Heroes series, where the Avengers sent Galactus into the negative zone, a realm filled with the antimatter Galactus feeds on. Since he gets what he wants there, he chooses to stay. The same thing could happen in the Fantastic Four First Step movie, but with a twist, the Fantastic Four might get trapped in the negative zone too. Now, I'm not just making this up. Some leaked concept art of the Fantastic Four clearly shows the entire team inside one of Susan's energy bubbles in a totally different world. In my opinion, that world is the negative zone. And when Sentry brings back the people of New York from the negative zone, the Fantastic Four will return with them, leading directly into an incursion event. Remember, in Multiverse of Madness, the Illuminati's Reed Richards said that traveling into other universes can trigger incursions. So, if the Fantastic Four appear in the post-credit scene of Thunderbolts, it would create huge hype and perfectly set up Fantastic Four First Step. It would also establish a strong connection that will play out in Avengers Doomsday. Additionally, this negative zone could become a secret base where hidden heroes start uniting against Doom. Plus, introducing the negative zone would also prepare us for the next big villain, most probably Annihilus, the king of the negative zone. So now the big question is, can Sentry defeat the Void within himself? Will the Thunderbolts support him? Or will everything get swallowed by the Black Void, making this the first Marvel movie where the heroes actually lose? What do you think? Does this theory fit with the MCU's future plans? Let me know in the comments, because I think Yelena might be the team's leader and the connecting thread. She could be the one to convince Bob, aka Sentry, to face his inner void. Just like we saw her enter the black clouds of the void and embrace her dark past, glimpses of which we saw in the trailer. That tells us Yelena might have a bigger role in this film. Also, tell me in the comments, how did you like the Fantastic Four connection? And if you're into grounded theories and diving deep into Marvel's hidden layers, don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you in the next video with another Mindbender. And remember, in the Marvel Universe, nothing is ever just black and white. If this theory blew your mind, hit that like button and share it with your fellow fans. Subscribe for more deep dives into Marvel secrets. And hey, don't miss the video above to see how powerful Sentry really is, and the one below to find out if Henry Cavill is our next Wolverine. See you in the next one.